Welcome to episode 30 of Minecraft Windows 10 Edition, How to Survive and Thrive. Okay, today I think we're going to build ourselves a very simple tree farm, something that's going to help us to gather a lot of wood. I do have some projects planned in the future. I do need some oak wood for them. And I'm just going to show you a very simple way of creating a farm and getting tons of oak wood out of it. Now you might be saying, well, you got all this forest over here, can't you just walk over there and get it? And the answer is yeah, but then you got to wait for it to grow back. I mean, you could always grow it back yourself, but and you have to walk over here, find a good tree, cut it down. You got lots of these big, huge trees like this, which are very hard to cut down. And we want to limit it to ones that are going to be easy for us to cut down. Now there is something I do need to show you. We've got a visitor. Let's see if we can see him here still. Where did he go? Down here. Not those guys. He was down here, so unless he disappeared on us. Oh, there he is. See him there by the tree? We have a skeletal horse. If I approach him, we might be encountered with the four horsemen of the apocalypse. So, let's take our chances and let's see what we got. Nope, just a skeletal horse. Oh well, you can't do anything with him. You can't ride him, I don't think. Yeah, he's just kind of worthless. If it was one of the four horsemen of the apocalypse, then you could get the horse from them and then you can ride it afterwards, but just the random skeletal horse showing up, if it doesn't do anything when you approach it, it's worthless. Of course, it's got to rain here, so let me come back to you after I can get this rain to go away, and we'll get started on our build. Okay, so I had to sleep through the night to get this rain to go away. Let's take a look in the chest here and see what we've got. We're going to be building a wall around the outside. We're going to be using cobblestone walls for that. Let me show you real quick how to make cobblestone walls. Really, really easy. You just need 6 pieces of cobblestone. You put them in an order like this, and that will give you 6 cobblestone walls. And those will work just fine with fence gates. So let me just go ahead and grab those as well. So I want to use this area that's kind of down here, and let's come over here a bit, maybe start around here. Let me grab my cobblestone walls, and then we'll just start laying them down. You put them down just like that, just like you do with the other ones, and they make a rather nice looking wall down. You notice that it's kind of like the ends are bumped up like that. If you want to, you can also come like in the middle here. If you were to see, does it work in this version? Maybe not. I have to check into that. In PC and console versions, you can put torches in the middle of the wall and it will work the same, but let's just go ahead and put down a nice wall here. I'm not certain of the length of it. Just kind of go with the flow, whatever feels good to you. And then we come across this way. And this is just to keep the animals out of here and also to protect you while you're working so you don't have a creeper sneak up on you while you're mining wood, or I should say farming wood or cutting it down. Won't stop a skeleton from shooting you, but keep other creatures away. Let me see about what we got here. Looks good. Okay, I got 2 spots in the middle there. That's good. Just go ahead and grab these 2 sets of oak fence gates. I don't want them facing in that direction. Let's put them down here and here. Try this again now. That's interesting. Can't put them on there, but we can put them on these end posts here like that. Up to you how you want to design the look of your farm here for your trees. Okay, let me come back over here. I'm going to grab, got some other stuff in here. I'm going to grab these stone blocks and show you something here real quick. Now, this trick that I'm going to show you is what you need for oak. You don't need to do it, but if you don't, then you're going to wind up possibly with huge trees like that, which have wood blocks just all over. You get a lot of wood out of it, but they're really a pain in the neck to cut down, because the leaves will not decay if there is any block of wood left in there. So you have to absolutely remove every piece of wood from that tree in order for all the leaves to go away, unless you want to sit there and knock them out. Anyways, I'm going to count out here 3 from the corner, 1, 2, 3, and this is going to be where I'm going to want to plant my trees at. So I'm going to kind of come in here like this. I'm going to just make myself a little border that goes around the outside. And this is this correct? 1, 2, 3. No, I'm doing it the wrong way. That's the one I want. All right, let me get my dirt back. All right, so we are 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Okay. Again, this isn't necessary. I'm just doing it because it makes it easier for me to see the area where I want to plant my tree. And the reason for this is because I'm going to put up a block that's going to prevent these trees from growing too high. So next to this one here, I'm going to stand here and I'm going to jump and I'm going to go up 7 blocks. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Then I'm going to crouch, come out to the side, and place a block here. I'm going to come back this way, and I'm going to dig myself down. Now you're going to have a floating block. Now, some people this will drive absolutely crazy. If you want, build some kind of a contraption that makes it, you know, coming up from the side or going across. Whatever works for you. So let me show you what this is. We have a space of 6 now in between the ground and the top or the bottom of that block. So now if we get some oak saplings, go ahead and grab that real quick. Grab some bone meal. Come back in here, and then you just go ahead and plant your sapling down. Stand back a little bit, and then bone meal it. And you'll see that your tree will never be very huge, which is fine. You can plant tons of them. Let me get my axe out here, and I'm just using a regular axe. I do have a nice efficiency axe, but I want to hold off on that for right now. And there we go. So now we just we want to leave a space probably of about 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then this will be where our next tree would be planted at. Just build our little frame around the outside of it like this. All right, and then we do the same thing here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Crouch. Place it over that. Move back forward. So put away my pick. And there we go. So that puts our trees far enough apart that they will give you a little bit of room to grow. 4, 5. Looks like we got it close to where we want. I could probably move that wall back a little bit. Make sure. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I'm probably going to move this wall back a little bit, just to get it so that it looks nice and even. Alright, so let me play around with this a little bit and I'll be right back with you in a moment. Okay, so I went ahead and I've got 6 total paths here. I think I'm going to move this wall in a little bit. Later on it's out by 1 too far, or I might extend it out this way a bit further. Give myself a little bit more planting space. Now this trick here with the blocks is not necessary for birch wood or for birch and spruce, also for oak, dark oak and acacia. When we get those, this is only required for regular oak, so that you don't get these weird looking trees here. Now you might be wondering, is it possible to purposefully get a big tree like that? So let's say you want to make a big tree for some purpose, and the answer is yes, you can do that. What you do is you're gonna pillar up 4. Is it 4? I believe. Let's see, it might be 3, and then you're going to make a block like this with a hole in the middle. And let me go ahead and knock this down. Might only be 3, but we'll see here. And then in this center here, we're going to plant our sapling here. And then we're going to go ahead and bone meal it. Do I have this centered correctly? Okay, it might only be 3. Let me try that again. We can get that bad boy up. Let's go ahead and knock down that top layer. Let me come just straight down the center here. Wondering what that laughing is. That's a witch. There's one underground here somewhere. Alright, so let's see if this works. And there we go. One jumbo tree. So up two from the ground, and then on the third you're going to do a layer of blocks around in a circle like that. And then you wind up with one big jumbo tree. That's going to be a royal pain in the neck to cut down. But if you want something that's going to look nice, maybe you might want to make like a rope, you know, like a tire swing or something like that off the tree. You certainly can. Just some ideas here. Go ahead and light this up just to be safe. And I'm going to head inside since it's getting late. Alright, so I've shown you how to make a very simple tree farm. There's nothing fancy, no redstone involved with this. You can get a little more complicated with fancy redstone farms that automatically grow your trees with bone meal and have pistons that push the blocks out of the way. But we don't have enough stuff to do that. And it's not really something you need to survive in a game. It's just something nice if you're going to be doing lots and lots of building. And if you're interested in those, look up those videos. And make sure you're looking at Pocket Edition versions, because a really good version by Mumbo Jumbo that was done on PC that also works on console does not work on Pocket Edition or Windows 10 Edition. So make sure you're looking at a Pocket Edition version of an automatic tree farm if you're looking into something more like that. So we have Minecon coming up this week. So hopefully we're going to hear some really good news as to what the future lies here. 0.16.0 should be coming out very soon on this, and when that does, we're going to do a little bit more adventuring so that we can get a little more out of our map. There's a lot of things I'd like to find that will make this world a little more enjoyable for everyone. So until next time, this is Desert Rat. Have a good one. Goodbye.